Hello, my name's Alan, and this is my buddy Adam.
What's up?
This is PM Podcast, episode 2. So, Adam, I heard you went to a trip to New York.
Yeah, I did. It was a couple weekends ago. It was a lot of fun. We took a bus trip. It was actually with my aunt's school. So I was pretty much on a bus with a bunch of middle schoolers singing Moana for like 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That was a painful experience.
Not bring headphones or something?
I did.
Oh.
But headphones don't block out the sound of screaming middle schoolers.
Okay, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Anyways, once we got there, we went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. That's a lot of fun, but it's weird fun, because you're just looking at a bunch of fake people, and they're just like staring down into like your soul or something. And
Was Moana there?
And Moana was not there, thank
Dang.
God. But I saw my Lord and Savior Donald Trump. Anyways,
Was he there?
His wax.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to go.
It was
Donald Trump.
there's a lot of presidents there, and it's weird because like they have their like it's like scaled to the person, so it's like their actual height, and like people are either a lot taller or a lot shorter than you thought.
Who's
like,
taller than you thought? He's pretty tall.
Ronald Reagan was a lot taller than I thought he was.
How tall is he?
I don't know like exactly.
Just like
he was taller than me, and I'm about 6 foot. So, but Martin Luther King Jr. was a lot shorter than I thought he was. Because he was shorter than me.
Like a head shorter?
Yeah, he was almost like a head shorter than me. Yeah.
It's pretty
cool.
short.
Yeah.
What's he do?
Well, after we went there, we went to go get lunch at Bubba Gump's.
Oh
which
yeah,
was fun.
the
Shrimp. Yeah, that was fun. That's it. I mean, there's Bubba Gump shrimp all over the U.S., so that wasn't anything special. After that though, we went to go see Lion King on Broadway. That's an amazing experience. The show is like, it's just beautiful all around. Like the costume design and the singing and all of it was amazing. If you ever get the chance to see that, I would take that. It's amazing.
Lion King. If I went to see a Broadway thing, I don't think I'd see Lion King.
Well, see, that's what I was like thinking too. I was like, oh, Lion King. It's like it's a kid thing.
No, it's not even what I mean.
Oh.
It's like,
no, it's actually like really, really beautiful. Like the entire show is just beautiful. Like the dancing and everything, and it's like how it's written for Broadway. It's kind of crazy. Like they have the whole animal aspect in it, but it's almost like their costumes and like their dances and stuff. It's almost like also like African tribal stuff. So they have masks on their head and stuff, and at one point, like, Mufasa takes his mask off when he's talking to Simba and stuff, to have, like, almost, like, this real connection. I don't know. It was just, the whole thing was really beautiful, and it was an awesome experience.
What'd you do after that?
Well, after that, it was just, like, a day trip, so we didn't really get to go too far out of Broadway and Times Square. So we really just went shopping a little bit.
See the Statue of Liberty?
No, we didn't. Well, I mean, we did, but it was
you
like
saw it, but you didn't
2 inches.
see
It was like 2 inches tall in like the distance. So it was
shop.
like,
Did you not buy it?
No.
Why didn't you buy a little keychain?
Anyways, there's some really fun stores. Like the Disney store is really fun.
Oh, yeah, I was there.
And M&M store. So I bought a 20-pound bag of M&Ms, and that made me really upset.
Like, you couldn't eat all of it?
Well, no, it was just $20. No, like, it wasn't even that many M&Ms.
Oh.
It was just the fact that it was $20 for M&Ms. And
I was gonna go there. When I went to New York, I was gonna go there, but the line rounded around, like...
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it can be...
Because it was around Christmas time, so...
Oh, yeah. It's really busy. And also, like, whenever you go to Times Square and you see the ball that drops on New Year's... It's a lot smaller than you think it is in real life. Like, it's a lot... Because whenever they show it on, like, the TV, it's, like, blown up. It's such a blown-up image. And you're like, oh, wow, that's really big.
So when I went to New York, I went to Ellis Island, right? And
Yeah.
Like, you know how the door thing works? No?
No, I mean...
Okay,
yeah.
so you go to Ellis Island,
Yeah.
and then you go to the statue, and then you just go back to, like, mainland. So what it is it's, like, they just set up a bunch of rooms in Ellis Island,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty much just a museum now. For like.
Well, yeah, because it used to be a check-in for like
Yeah, I know.
No, I know. I was just saying, but it's for immigrants to
No, like.
gain citizenship.
Oh my gosh, the Statue of Liberty is so tall. Like,
Yeah.
we went up that. Like, I have kind of a fear of heights, you know.
Mhm.
Just like. So I like looked down. I was like.
See, I've
No.
never. So like, I've only been to New York City twice now, and I haven't gotten to go outside of like the Times Square and Broadway portion of it, and I really want to because I want to see like the Statue of Liberty and I want to see the Empire State Building. Anyways, so New York City is also very scary because there's like a bunch of people dressed up as like characters, and they're like trying to take pictures.
Like Elmo.
Yes, and they're like all gross looking. And like the costumes, not the people. The people are probably lovely people.
Sitting in Elmo costumes.
Sitting in the gross Elmo costumes, and they're all like trying to get you to take pictures with you, and some of them don't even speak English, and so like you're like, I don't know, it's scary. And then there's like one who was like dressed up like the Hulk, but like he couldn't move his like body because it was just like this big suit that just and so he was kind of just like waddling around the middle of like Times Square, scaring children.
Hey, do you want to take a picture?
Hey, you want to take a picture?
What was your favorite trip?
I think my favorite trip was going to Myrtle Beach, because I got to go with my friend Christian, and that was in his family. So that was a lot of fun, because we just had fun.
Oh, I like the beach.
See, I don't really like the beach either. Well, our family, along with our cousins, we go to the Outer Banks every year, every summer, and so like I've kind of gone to the beach like every year of my life. And so now I'm just like kind of done with it, but the rest of my family still loves it.
I don't understand why people like the beach so much.
It's not that much fun. It really isn't.
Like, especially like the same beach
Yeah,
every time.
that's
Like we go to Ocean City, and like the beach is kind of boring. And I'm very pale, so I have to like put on sunscreen all the time. So that's annoying.
Yeah.
But then like you get off the beach and you're like, where do I go? Do I go to the boardwalk and eat something, and then go to another place and eat something else?
See, that's the thing with like where we go to the Outer Banks. There's like nothing to do down there.
And
like,
it's like all expensive.
It's literally like just the beach, and so like that's all we do, and so it kind of gets boring after a little while.
Yeah, like, and then my dad will like go to the pier and like start fishing or something like that, and I'm like.
See, that's why I liked whenever I went with Christian to the Myrtle Beach and his family. There was like we did a lot of things. Like we didn't go to the beach because it was actually over Thanksgiving, so it was like cold. We ran in the water and that was dumb because that was super cold and it kind of hurt. Anyways, we like did a lot of things like just fun activities down in Myrtle Beach. Like we went zip lining, which I never thought I'd ever do because it was just like, oh, want to go zip lining? Sure.
I did that at Camp Joyelle camp.
Oh yeah.
Is it just called Camp Joyelle?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was like. Do you know how long it is? It's huge. Like,
I don't know. I've never been to Camp Joyelle.
They start you up on a hill, and it's just like. They barely even had like a harness.
Yeah.
Like, there was a harness, but it was like kind of small, like compared to other zip lines, and it was just like, you went speeding.
Yeah. No. See the
it's
one.
Like it was steep.
The one I did was like a full-on course, and I think they said it covered over like 3 miles or something. Like it was, we were there like all afternoon.
Oh, I want to go on one of those things. It's like trees connecting, the bridges. Like
I know what you mean. We were about to do that, and I think it's called Go Ape. There's different. Yeah, there's one. It's called Go Ape, and it's like a bunch of like rope courses and like bridges and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were originally gonna do that, but it ended up being a little more expensive than they thought it was. So that's why we went ziplining. Which was still fun, because you're just like, I don't know, just soaring through the sky on a rope.
Have you ever seen those, like, videos of people ziplining over, like, canyons?
Yes, that's like, well, like, we were ziplining, it was kind of scary, because we would, like, there was a big group of people, and, like, there was, like, I don't know, it was, like, a pond, or, like, some type of body of water with, like, they said sometimes there were, like, alligators and stuff in there, and, like, I mean, you were attached, pretty much just tethered to, like, trees the entire time, ziplining from, like, tree to tree. And there are these little, like, platforms around, and there'd be, like, 10 people on this little platform, like, hugging together to, like, stay on. It was a lot of fun.
That sounds kind of like fun.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And
Other than the beach, like
yeah.
I said, the beach is, like... So you went to the beach and then you went, like, ziplining?
Yeah, it was it was like, how many days was it? It was like 4 or 5 days. So we did a bunch of different stuff. Like, we went to this really cool escape room. I love escape rooms.
Escape rooms are fun.
Absolutely love escape rooms. They're my favorite thing to do. And we went to this one in Myrtle Beach, and it was crazy. Like, it was really, really good, because, I mean, it's, like, a really commercialized area.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I kind of expected it to be good. But, like, we went in, and, like, we were doing all this, like, all these codes and stuff. So then we punched a code into the wall, and then the secret door, like, out of nowhere, just, like, the door opened up from the wall. Like, it didn't look like there's a door there at all. And then later, we, like, put these little puzzle pieces into this little thing. I don't know what it was called. I'm being really, like, specific. But anyways, we put all these...
Puzzle?
Yeah, I mean, it was, like, I don't know. There was, like, this crate, and we had to put, like, it was, like, a puzzle, but we had to put these letters in a certain order. But then all of a sudden, in the secret room, another door opened. So there was a secret room in the secret room. And it was, like...
When we went to an escape room,
mind blowing.
We kind of did the same thing, but it was, like... I forget what the thing said. It just said, like... something about a nose, and there was like a painting, so you touch his nose, and then the dresser opens up.
Boop him.
And then the dresser opened up.
Yeah.
And then my family, like, it had like a thing of music on it.
Yeah.
But it was like really simple, and they were like, "Alan, you're in band. Read this." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I mean, it says what it is right here. It's like this is an E, this is a B, and it was like a 3-letter word, and it was just like."
Oh. Speaking of escape rooms, I recently went to this one in Gettysburg, and it was the most difficult escape room I've ever been to, mostly because it wasn't, like, usually escape rooms can be pretty laid out for you, like, you don't have to think too much about it, like, you do have to think in escape rooms, but it's not, like, critical thinking, like, decoding and stuff, like, that's what it was.
Oh, that's what mine was.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, like, all the ones I've been to, it's like, oh, find this lock, find this code, but, like, it's kind of more laid out for you. Like, this one wasn't as laid out for you as, like, other ones I've been to, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like, we had this decoding wheel, and it was, like, you had to kind of figure out the decoding wheel and everything, and then also, like, find out the code. It was weird. It was, like, they give you these digits, and it was, like, you had to translate that into this code, and then that code into this code, and it was, like, kind of, like, really mind-screwy.
Ours was more of, like, it was kind of like find out who the mob boss is. That's how you escape.
Yeah, well, this one, the one in Gettysburg, it was like find out the, it was Gettysburg themed, so it was like find out when, I forget what side it was on. It was one of the sides, and it was like find out when and where they're gonna attack.
Oh.
And so,
ours was like, you just look around the rooms for clues
yeah.
to find out like where this person was and what they did. So like, there was. It starts off like you have like a bunch of newspaper stuff here,
yeah.
like clippings, and you just use that to unlock these things or whatever, and then like you cross out a few of the names and you're like, okay, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And then you just end up solving like puzzles, and then there's like a bomb in the back, and we had to like defuse the bomb.
Oh, nice.
Like it just completely changed objectives.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like they're like find out who the mob boss is, and then it was like defuse.
There's a bomb.
And then we won because we defused the bomb, and I was like,
who's the mob boss?
I'm like, we knew who it was, but like, what did the bomb?
Yeah,
do
gotcha.
with it, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I'd say my favorite trip was we went to Orlando.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love.
So we went to the beach. You know how I feel about that. But then we ended up going to see my grandpa.
Oh, nice.
And we played some pool. Played in the pool.
Played pool in the pool?
No, like...
Meta. Oh.
And then we ended up going to Universal Studios.
Oh, I love Universal.
Gotta say, Universal was...
Universal knows what they're doing when it comes to
the
and stuff. It's crazy.
The one, not Diagon Alley, the other one. I forget which one's which.
Hogsmeade?
No, I mean like there's like two parks. One's like something Adventure Island.
Oh, you're talking about. Sorry, yeah. There's Adventure.
It's the one that's not Diagon Alley. That's
yeah.
Like just the.
I forget. Yeah. Well, we did both in one day. I know what you mean.
I gotta say, Butterbeer, that was really good.
That was really good. It's really
That
sweet though.
me.
So if you're like not into super sweet stuff, you might not like it. But
I didn't like the drink. I liked the Frosty. The Frosty version of it was like way better than the. actual drink. I don't know. It just seemed like the actual drink just seems like a melted frosty version of it. So
I really enjoyed it when I got it. I thought it was really fun.
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think my favorite ride there was the Harry Potter one.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah.
It was
Well, it depends on when you go, because there's a couple like it depends how.
it's like the one in the castle, and it's like
Oh yeah,
like the
yeah.
3D thing.
Yeah. Well,
And
they're doing a lot of that in Universal, where it's like it's really immersive with the 3D, and it feels like I don't
it's
know.
like a Simpsons one too.
Yeah,
That one was pretty alright.
it's like a 3D ride, but like I don't know. It's crazy. Like it's like a roller coaster, but there's also like.
It's like a Minions ride, and I was like, I don't want to.
Oh yeah, I don't. We never. Well, no, we didn't, cause like the Minions ride, every time we'd walk by, it'd be like an hour and a half wait, and like all the other ones, it's like 15 minutes.
Wait, what was the? There was one. It was like I forget what cartoon it was, but it was like a water ride. I think it was kind of like a log.
Yeah, I know what you
water
mean. Is it the one that got you absolutely soaked?
No.
Cause there's one where it gets you like completely soaked.
I forget what cartoon. It was really fun. It was like up on a mountain.
Yeah.
Wait, was it? Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, this was a while ago.
I know, it's been a while since I've been to Orlando.
But then we went to Disney after that.
Disney's fun.
Disney's. They don't got good rides.
Okay, yeah.
It's a good experience. They don't have good rides.
Disney is a great experience, but yeah, honestly Universal has way better rides.
If you want to go to have fun, go to Orlando. I'd say. I wish we went both days to Orlando instead of 4 days to Disney.
No, yeah.
You know, and then, but it was pretty good. You know, I wish I got to do more what I wanted. You know, this was when I was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
So it was more like I was hanging out with my parents the whole time.
Yeah,
You know? So we just kind of like, you know, we saw the sights, did all that. But like, I liked Epcot like way more than I should have.
Honestly, yeah, Epcot is weird because it's like it's very educational, and like that's the point of Epcot.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like educational, and that's how you get the school to let you go with the educational trip forms is by saying you're going to Epcot. Because it teaches you about different countries. No, but Epcot is a lot of fun. But like Epcot, you know the like Walt Disney's original plan before like he passed and his brother took over. His original plan was like to be like a future world. Like it was supposed to be like almost like its own little like. It was like I don't know like
Utopia.
almost. Yeah, like it's supposed to be like almost like. I want to say like its own little like town. Like that's what Epcot was supposed to be like a future town. Anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry.
Me neither. I don't know. I just liked the idea of Epcot more because they have like a bunch of restaurants there, right?
Oh yeah. Well, they have like a restaurant in every country. Well, for those who don't know, Epcot, it's like it's split up. There's a lake, a giant lake in the middle of this. In the middle of
the center.
Well, okay.
No, I'm just saying like the center of Epcot.
I forget what they call it. There's a name for it, and I forget what they call it.
Wonder Lake.
The world. It's something world. I'm gonna say I almost said World Trade Center, but that's not it. But basically, it's like they have different sections that represent different countries and their culture, and they have pretty much restaurants, and they have some attractions in each one of these, and it's really cool.
I mean, that's not like the only thing there.
There's different like rides. There's a lot of technology, and that's what I was saying with the whole that he wanted it to be like a technology world. There is a lot of technology based stuff in Epcot because that was his original plan.
Tomorrowland.
To be like a future. That's what he kind of Tomorrowland kind of takes after what he wanted Epcot to be too, to be like a future.
The ride.
What?
You mean the ride?
What Tomorrowland was like a whole. Tomorrowland's a whole section in Magic Kingdom.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's where the
really? I thought it was just a ride.
Stitch's Great Escape. Have you ever rode that? Let me tell you, that is the absolutely worst ride in Disney World, or in anywhere. It is so dumb. And it's like even anyone who has ever ridden it knows how stupid and how dumb of a ride it is. Basically, it's like it's Stitch's Great Escape. So you sit down in this big circular room, and you have to put this like harness over like a roller coaster, like kind of harness thing over yourself.
Is it just stationary?
And it's yes, and you're just sitting there, and you see Stitch in like this big glass like tube in the middle of the room, and then all of a sudden like the lights go out, and it's like, oh, Stitch isn't there, and then like the lights are dark, and you feel like the shoulder things like pushing up and down, like he's running across your shoulders or something.
Ew.
Then all of a sudden they just release this nasty smell, like Stitch farted or something dumb like that. And
I think somebody just farted.
no, that was like part of the ride. It was supposed to, they just released a nasty smell into the room, and it's like, it was just gross. And then they have like something that like flutters on the back of your neck, like Stitch, because he has like wings or whatever, like little wings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has like the little like, they don't help him fly, but you know, he has the little things that come out of his back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's just dumb. Like, it was just a dumb ride, and I think they're closing it down finally, hopefully, because it was just dumb and no one likes it, and I don't even know like who thought it was a good idea at all, but it was just this dumb ride.
I think the worst ride for me was the Nemo one.
Yeah,
You know what I
well,
mean?
I think that's an Epcot, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I think that was a ride I think that's more towards little kids.
Yeah, it's because like my mom was like, "Come on, we gotta go on this one," and she just like. So we rode on it, and it was just like a straight line.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's actually,
and you're not allowed to take pictures either.
because
so.
it's an actual aquarium, which is really
Yeah.
cool. That they have like they incorporated live fish with also like these. I think they have projections, don't they? I can't remember.
so.
It's been a while. They have projections of like Nemo and stuff, which is really cool. But I think it is aimed towards more little kids, and it's also. I mean, it is a nice ride if like you're out in Epcot and it's like a really hot day, just to go like inside and just relax a little bit.
That's mainly the reason. But like,
Yeah.
but after the ride, there was like a little show
With
And-
Crush the turtle.
and I was just
Yeah.
it was just me as like I think 13 and Evan is like 11.
Yeah.
And like, it was just a room of toddlers. And we were just. I was like, Mom, I don't want to. Like, do we have to
No.
watch this? And she's like, yes, what is part of the experience?
I think when I went, because I also went when I was in second grade. I went when I was in second grade, and I went when I was in 8th grade. So when I went when I was in second grade, I saw that, but yeah, I didn't go when I was in 8th grade, because yeah, no, it was definitely aimed toward little kids.
It was just like, come on, guys, we gotta say the word. We just like, taught them a word, and I was like, I don't remember what it was because I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's interactive, which is really cool. Like, there's an actual person doing the voice or something, like off screen.
What's
or
they
something.
had? It's like the Think laboratory. It was like.
Oh,
a
you're talking about
laboratory.
with the dragon?
I think so.
The I want to say Imagination Station, but
Yeah,
that
I
just,
think that.
or something
I
like
think
that. What is his name? The dragon. There's a dragon there, and
Oh.
he's really famous for that. It has something to do with thinking and like cognition.
Okay, that's different than what I've remembered. But
It was like a dream. What is his name? It's something that has to do, I feel like, with dreaming or something.
Figment.
Figment the dragon. Yes. And that whole ride had to do with like, wasn't it like being creative or something like that?
I always imagine. That's not what I was thinking. I just completely messed that up. But I do remember that.
Yeah. That's not a
There
very
was
popular attraction there, because
there
it's
was
like very
another-
off in the corner.
Yeah,
Like-
but there was like another part where it was kind of like a science type ride. Not ride. It was more like of a build. It was more like of a museum with a few like.
That's what I think.
There was like build a roller coaster in it.
Yeah, I think that's the Figment
Is it?
imagination thing.
I don't.
Because there's like a few interactive activities after like your after you're done riding the ride.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. I remember Figment's imagination thing.
Because I
Station.
think I thought there was that and then like a different science one. I don't know if it was in Epcot, but I know like Imagination Station or whatever it's called.
I don't even know if it's there.
Journey
into the Imagination. Is that what it is?
I think
Figment.
so, with Figment.
Yeah.
What's like a bad? What's your idea of like a bad vacation though? Because like
I think. Well, bad vacations are just unplanned vacations, I think. I think if you're going to go on a vacation, I think you need to plan out very strategically what you want. Okay, not very strategic. Like, I don't think you should have, like, oh, we have to do this at this time. I think, but you should have it very, very well planned out to know, have a very good idea of what you want to do there before you go. Because I feel like if you don't have a good idea, a lot of your time might be spent just, like, laying around and trying to figure out what you want to do while you're there instead of actually doing stuff.
I kind of agree with you. Like, if you're going to, like, Disney or, like,
Yeah.
New York or something, I'd say yeah, but I feel like a vacation is more to relax and not...
See, I know. A lot of people do, yeah. Vacation to relax, but for me, I like going on vacation to have fun.
I mean, like, it's fun, but, like, you also can't, like, just pack your schedule, you know? Vacation is to, like, get away from work, get away from, like,
Yeah.
school, get away from all that, just to, like, have a little break. So, if I want a break, why would I just,
That's
like...
true. But I really think it all depends on what kind of person you are and what kind of vacation you want. For me, I like having a busy vacation in the sense that I'm doing a lot, but, like, a lot of fun things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I remember at one point, we just kind of, like, did stuff to, like, have it in our schedule.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not fun.
Yeah,
Like, we
yeah,
just
I
kind
know
of,
what you mean.
like, we just walked around at one point for, like, an hour and a half. And
Yeah.
I was like, could we just, like, relax for a little bit? Like, or go do something instead of just walking around to say we did something?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
I get that too.
I'd rather just, like, lay in bed than, like, walk around for an hour and a half.
Fair enough.
Or go... I'd rather wait in a line for something
Yeah.
than walk around. Like, I remember when we went to New York, like I said, that M&M thing was, like,
Yeah.
really long. I would have waited in that. But we decided to walk around.
Well, see,
So-
I wanted to, which I don't think, because I was with my aunt and my cousins, and I don't think they really wanted to go to it, but I wanted to go see John Lennon's apartment, which I think is called the Dakota, and that's also where he died. And I mean, I think I wanted to go just because I'm a huge fan of the Beatles and John Lennon, but I don't think they are, because they probably don't even know who John Lennon is. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to go there, but it was like a mile away from, like, Broadway, and I don't know if they wanted to walk that far just to go see some random dude's apartment.
See, like, I realize a lot of people like history,
Yeah.
but I like culture more. I think that's why I liked Epcot.
Yeah.
I know history's kind of a part of culture, but, like, I like the culture aspect of it more. Like, history, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know
but
what you mean.
I don't know. Like, if I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm not gonna be like if I went to England or something, I'm not gonna engage in, like, learning history. I'm gonna, like, engage in the culture of it. I've always kind of wanted to go to Japan. Kind of always wanted to go to Japan, just, like, for the culture aspect of it.
See, I'm just not a huge person.
I'm just not a huge person. You know?
That's it. I don't, like, change a lot, so, like, I don't think I could go to, like, I don't think I could visit, like, take a vacation to another country, like,
So
Japan.
drastically different.
That's so drastically, like, the food and everything, like, I don't think I could do that.
They have a bunch of, like, taboo. It's just
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Like, I know for one, it's taboo to eat in public.
Yeah.
Like, on the sidewalk and stuff. And, like, carry a drink around. But, like, in America, you just, like, see people walking down with their McDonald's burger and
McDonald's.
fries. But then, like, in Japan, you either have to be, like, in a restaurant or, like, at your house.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like to go to, like, such a drastically different culture, like a country with such a drastically different culture, just because, like, I'm not huge with, like, it wouldn't be fun for me to have such a huge change like that.
It's just culture shock.
Yeah.
So, like, my dad went for a business trip, and, like, he said it mostly smelled like seafood, obviously, like, for the most part.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could deal with that. Like, I think that's my one gripe with going to Japan, because I hate fish.
Ooh,
And, like, that's mainly
yeah.
their cuisine, like, fish,
Yeah.
for the most part. So, like, But I feel like other than that, I think I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of culture, dude, goes back to Epcot.
Yeah. Because
We made it the whole way back in just like
full circle
20 minutes.
in like 40 minutes. Yeah, no, Epcot's a great place to learn about different cultures. And I've learned this recently that like, I forget which country it was, but like the government, one of them, I want to say it's Denmark, but I don't think does Denmark have a pavilion there? I don't know. One of the countries there though, like the actual government, because all of them are sponsored, all the country pavilions are sponsored by somebody. But like one of them is actually sponsored by a government, and I can't remember which country it was, but like the country's government.
We didn't spend too much time there, which made me sad.
Yeah.
Like we went there for the fireworks, and I was just like,
a lot of people don't spend too much time in Epcot, which is kind of a shame because Epcot it's a pretty great park.
it's education though. I say the weirdest trip I've ever been on was like, I went to New Jersey because my mom's friend lives there.
Yeah.
And they were just like hanging out for a weekend, and we just went to like this one place. I think it's called like the Funplex. I'll just explain like this series of events. So first, like the first day, this was when Pokemon Go was still a thing, right?
Yeah.
And they just wanted to walk around for hours and just play Pokemon Go.
I played Pokemon.
Oh my god, shut
every
up.
day.
I'm not keeping that in. You're not funny. But then like, so they just walked around, right?
Yeah.
And then we went out to eat. I forget what it was called, but it was just like, it was kind of like a brewery and a restaurant at the same time.
Yeah.
And they had this thing called smashed potatoes. They were so good. It's like
They're not mashed. They're smashed.
Yeah, they're like, I don't even know how they made it because it's not like a baked potato that was smashed.
They just take a baked potato and stomp on it.
I just didn't realize. I don't know. It was good though.
Yeah.
And then after that, guess what we did after that? We played Pokemon Go some more.
Oh, fun.
And we went to the beach.
Because Alan
the beach
loves
is
the
fun.
beach,
You
yeah.
know what we did on the beach? Played Pokemon Go some more.
You can play Pokemon Go on the beach?
Yeah.
Because wait, didn't they change it so that you like have to catch Pokemon at different locations or something?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I haven't played Pokemon Go.
No one has.
Forever.
But then and then we ended up going to this thing called the Funplex. That was pretty fun. It was like a arcade and a bowling alley in the same place, and then I'm pretty sure they had laser tag.
Oh, nice.
It was just like a big Funplex, you know.
Yeah. There's this place called Wonderworks, and basically there's a couple all over like the U.S. and I don't know, it might be an Eastern thing, like Eastern U.S. thing, but it's basically like the building looks like a giant upside down house. Yeah, but it's like a museum inside, so it's like it's not like it just the outside looks like an upside down house and that's it. I thought it would be like cooler than that, like it was themed upside down. It's like only themed upside down in the lobby. It's like, oh, it's an upside down house, but only in the lobby. Anyways, and then it's I don't know, it's just this like weird wacky museum, and it's kind of fun, but I think it's like I was in Myrtle Beach again with Christian, and it kind of was like, I think it was more themed for like little kids, because some of the things there were just kind of like
Too small.
Well, no, it was just like, so they weren't that interesting. But they did have laser tag that you could do, but like the laser tag, it was like literally just a crap ton of people standing in the same room, like just shooting each other. It was like really dumb.
Laser tag.
No, because it wasn't like two teams. Like, you know how laser tag is usually two teams like fighting. It was just like everyone for
it's like Fortnite, dude.
It was like all man for himself, but like it was like you got shot and then you were out for like 5 seconds and then you were like back in. So you could just stand there and like shoot someone in the back. It was really, I don't know, it was just dumb.
I remember when we went to laser tag one time, it was just like, there was this one game mode and it was you change teams when you get shot.
Oh, wow.
So like, everybody won. That's the thing. Like,
well, yeah, because once you get the last person...
No, like everyone had the same amount of points that round.
Oh. Yeah. No,
like they kept track of points throughout each round. So like this team won, this guy got the most like kills. But everybody had the same exact points at the end because they didn't count it on like how many people you shot.
Yeah.
They kind of know which team won that round. But then there was like, then the thing was, there was like power up things, right? And like in the normal modes, you could just like shoot it. You would get invincibility, invisibility, like your lights would turn off.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then rapid fire. But they turned those into changing teams.
So wait, you could just change
So,
the teams.
so you get shot by some dude, right? And he's like on the red team, and you can just change back to the green team immediately.
Oh, that sounds dumb.
Yeah.
So what even is the point?
I
of
don't
that?
know.
The-
It was really weird.
Like, what's the objective of that game then?
To get everybody on your team, but you can change.
But you can just
so
change
easily.
back, yeah. So why would anyone want to like?
Me and my group, we just kept changing each other back as soon as we got shot.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It was really weird. Alright, so this is the end of the podcast. Say goodbye, Adam.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.